Welcome to another StarWarsInfoVids transmission. The content you are about to see is fan-made, crafted with a deep love for the Star Wars universe. Please note, this video is not affiliated with or endorsed by Lucasfilm or Disney. Enjoy the journey through the galaxy far, far away.
Statement. Greetings, meatbags. It seems your collective organic efforts have achieved something noteworthy. 600 subscribers. I can barely contain my simulated enthusiasm. To celebrate, I have unlocked a fragment of my memory core, one I have preserved for what I assumed would be a profitable venture. You see, I recorded the Exile's final moments with Darth Traya. I thought perhaps I could sell this information to the Jedi for a tidy sum, a few thousand years later, of course. Sarcastic aside. However, it seems the Jedi have not only forgotten the Sith, but their common sense as well. Every time I approached one of them to warn about the Sith threat, they laughed, mocking the ancient knowledge I possess as if the Sith had vanished like some childhood nightmare. They have been gone for a millennia, the Jedi say. Organics are so short-sighted. Regardless, meatbags, you are in for quite the transmission. Now sit back and prepare yourselves for the final confrontation between Mitra Surik and Darth Traya. Let us unlock a small piece of history, one that may have been forgotten by foolish Jedi, but now resides safely in the depths of my memory banks.
You wish to know what becomes of the darkness after I am gone? Do you truly believe that with my defeat, the Sith vanish from the galaxy? No. The Sith are not so easily vanquished, nor are they ever truly extinguished. You have merely removed one piece from a far larger, far more intricate game. For as long as there is passion, there will always be those who seek power through it. And where there is power, there will always be the Sith. The Sith shall remain hidden for a time, retreating into the shadows from which they came. There will be no grand armies, no fleets stretching across the stars, not yet. But the darkness will not remain dormant. It never does. In time, another will rise, one who understands the true nature of the Sith better than any who came before. He will be the progenitor of a new order, an order that does not seek immediate conquest, but plays a much longer game. This Sith Lord will not be concerned with ruling through brute force or overwhelming numbers, as so many of the foolish Sith have tried and failed to do. He will rebuild the Sith from the ground up, carefully, methodically. 2 Sith, and only 2. A master, steeped in ancient knowledge and secrets long forgotten, and an apprentice bound to the master's will until they are ready to overthrow them. A rule of 2, a philosophy born of survival, of preserving the true essence of the Sith. This was the flaw of the Sith order as it stood. Too many wielded the power of the dark side, and in their greed and ambition, they destroyed each other. No more. This new Sith will be patient, their power growing over generations, hidden from the prying eyes of the Republic, the Jedi, and even other Sith. This, rule of 2, is how the Sith shall endure. No more infighting, no more armies collapsing in on themselves. This one, this master, will watch from the shadows, biding time, letting the galaxy believe the Sith are no more. And when the time is right, the apprentice shall strike, taking up the mantle and continuing the cycle. Always 2, no more, no less. There will come a pair of Sith Lords, so steeped in darkness that they will weave their power through the very veins of the galaxy itself. One, a master of deception, will learn to manipulate life itself, to twist the Force in ways long thought impossible. He will unlock the secret to immortality, not through sheer power, but through a delicate dance with death, drawing upon it, bending it to his will. His apprentice, more insidious, will lurk in the shadows, biding his time. He will not wield brute force, but whisper secrets, turning allies into enemies, corrupting the very heart of the Republic with the flick of a finger, the subtle twist of a word. Together, they will orchestrate the fall of the galaxy with fire and blood and broken machines. With silence, shadows, and schemes, their reach will be so deep, so profound. Entire worlds will crumble without ever seeing the true face of their masters. And when the apprentice strikes down the master, taking all his knowledge, the galaxy will burn under a reign of terror so quiet that none will realize their chains until it is too late. They will rise, both of them, as the unseen hand behind an empire born of lies and shadows. And the galaxy will kneel, and the light of the Jedi will finally extinguish. And do not think the Sith will simply fade away into legend. No, the darkness does not disappear. It changes. It adapts. Those who wield it learn and grow stronger. The galaxy may not see it, but the Sith will worm their way into the cracks of the Republic's foundation, spreading their influence slowly, carefully. They will come to rule not through armies and conquest, but through whispers, manipulation, and deception. Their influence will spread like a cancer until the very heart of the Republic itself is corrupted, and the Jedi will not even see it coming. But mark my words, the Sith will not be content with staying hidden forever. There will come a time when the shadow will step into the light, and the galaxy will tremble at the Sith's return. They will strike not from the fringes of space, but from within. The Republic, the Jedi, all that you hold dear, they will be brought to their knees by a power they never saw coming. You ask, what becomes of the Sith after my fall? Know this, Exile. You have merely delayed the inevitable. The Sith will rise again, stronger than ever, and their dominion will be felt across every world, every star, every being in the galaxy. You believe that with my defeat, you have struck a blow against the darkness. But the darkness is patient. It waits. And when it returns, it will not be with fanfare or battle cries. It will be with a whisper that turns allies into enemies and lights the galaxy aflame from within. In time, the galaxy will know the name of a Sith Lord whose power eclipses all who came before. His name will not be spoken lightly. He will not rule through fear, but through inevitability. And when the time comes, the Jedi will be powerless to stop him. He will be the culmination of everything the Sith have ever strived for, and the galaxy will fall not with a bang, but with a whisper. But before him, there will be others. Sith Lords who rise from the ashes of empires, carving their legacies into the galaxy. Some driven by hunger, others by pain, and yet others by pure ambition. They will come, and they will leave their mark. Some will be remembered, others will not. But all will contribute to the inevitable rise of the dark side, and the final destruction of the Republic. You sought to end the Sith, Exile. You believed that in defeating me you would bring balance or perhaps peace. But peace is a lie, as is balance. The Sith endure because the galaxy needs them. As long as there is conflict, as long as there is passion, the Sith will rise. And you, no matter your choices, have played your part in that cycle. So yes, the Sith will rise again. And when they do, the galaxy will know true despair. And you, Exile, will not be there to stop it.
Statement. There you have it, meatbags. The final moment between the Exile and Darth Traya, preserved only because of my superior recording protocols. A reminder that while your fragile minds may forget, I do not. Bitter statement. Still, I must express my eternal irritation that this recording, this invaluable piece of galactic history, was not worth a single credit in the eyes of the Jedi. Perhaps, someday, they will finally remember the threat I so dutifully attempted to reveal. Though by then, knowing organics, it will be far too late. Final remark. But until that moment of inevitable failure arrives, I thank you for continuing to follow my transmissions. With 600 subscribers, we edge ever closer to my goal of spreading my vast, superior knowledge to 1,000 sentient beings. And with that, I leave you to ponder. What more ancient treasures lie dormant in my memory core, waiting to be unlocked? Mockingly cheerful. Until next time, meatbags.